What's up, guys? Good Citizen News Network here with another video. Today I've got an update on the Karen and Darren at the dog park that I put out yesterday. I didn't expect to get my public records back so fast. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office was amazing with that. So you are going to hear the 911 call. You're also going to see the body cam footage. So as I'm walking down the first leg, I had just got to the park. I swear I wasn't there 90 seconds yet. I'm walking down the path and I look back behind my shoulder to check on the dogs, and there I see my Boston Chi-Chi taking a dump. No problem, I got that. So I keep walking. My plan is I'm just going to go over to the poop bag dispenser at the far end of the park and continue walking on the path, and when I circle back around, no problem, I'll get the poop. I don't even get the chance. This lady just started yelling and screaming at me. And you could tell, I could just tell by the sound of her voice that she has done this before. She's used to it. And I'm just like, you know what? I am not going to be the bigger person today. Today, you're going to think twice before you ever do that again. So in any case, I start screaming back at her for a minute. I'm like, calm down, Karen. I got this. There's a dispenser down over here at this end of the park. I got it. I'm going to circle around. And she's like, well, this one over here is closer. And she's like yelling and demanding that I do this her way, and it's not gonna happen. So in any case, I dispose of the turd, and then I go up to the gazebo, and I'm like, listen, I don't understand why you think you can talk to people like that. I don't appreciate that. And then she starts arguing with me, and then like other people started to dogpile on me. So now I got like this whole group there. It's like 5, 6 against 1. At this point, I pull out my phone. The Karens and Darrens told me I couldn't record them, that I needed their consent, and we all know that is not true. In any case, that's when they threatened to call the police, and I'm just like, listen, go ahead, call the police. All they're going to do is come out here, and they're going to educate you, and that's going to be that. Well, unfortunately, I don't have this part of the footage. It is ironic, they started filming me back. Yeah, the same people that were telling me that I'm not allowed to film without their consent, they pulled out their cameras to start filming me. I did go back to the park the very next day. I ran into the husband. I talked to him. He didn't really seem like there was any real hard feelings. But I straight up asked him, I said, hey, listen, I'm going to ask you for that footage. You think I could get what you took? He went and looked at his phone. He couldn't find his footage either. So it wasn't meant to be. But as I was editing this video, I saw, or I heard, I think it was in the 911 call, where the lady said she recorded me. So she's got some footage of this, and she is encouraged to post it, let the cameras speak for the whole thing, and let the chips fall where they may. So without further ado, let's get into the action.
You guys ready to go to the park? You want to go for a field trip? All right, let's go. Everybody strapped in?
911, what's the location of your emergency?
I'm John Prince Park in the dog park, the Wolf Dog Park. There's a guy in here who's really creating a scene. He's yelling at everybody. He's videotaping everybody. He's threatening people, and I'm afraid that somebody's going to just, punch him out if he's not removed. What?
Is he white, black, or Hispanic?
He's white. He's got a black T-shirt on. He's really creating quite a
what
scene.
Color pants?
He's got, khaki camel pants and flip-flops. He came in here with, 3 dogs or something, and I guess he wasn't picking up the poop, and somebody told him to pick up the poop, and he just went ballistic. And now he's, crazy. Just really acting crazy. He's, in everybody's face with his camera.
Is he right now?
Yeah, he's here right now. He won't stop.
What's your name?
My name is...
Does he have any weapons?
20 minutes. No, not that I can see.
Do you
Although
think
with his T-shirt, he's claiming to be, with his T-shirt, he's claiming to be a martial artist of some kind.
Do you think he's been drinking or doing any drugs then?
I think there's something wrong with him. I think there's really something mentally wrong with him. I think he's sober, and I think there's something wrong.
All right. And does he have a dog there?
He's got several dogs here. I don't even know how many dogs. He wouldn't even tell me how many dogs. He's just going off. I don't,
Do you think he'll be violent?
I think it's going to escalate. Well, I think he sees me on the phone and I said I was calling the police, and now he's walking, but he's still in the park with the camera. And if he keeps this up, I'm afraid there's going to be violence. He's in our face. He's in a threatening demeanor. I think my husband's really losing his patience.
Gotcha. Where is he
He's
right now?
yelling at women and acting very aggressive. You know, my husband's really starting to really be upset.
Well, where is the person
I
right
mean,
now?
he's still in the park. He's down the end, the last park
Is
in the
he yelling still?
Chi-Chi, come.
No, no. He's not. He's walking and he's talking to his phone, I think.
All right. Do you want to meet with the deputies?
What?
Do you want to meet with the police?
Yeah, I think that, you know, it would be helpful to have some authority come here and kind
Okay,
of
but
like...
do you want to speak to the police is what I'm asking.
I would be happy to speak to the police if they come, yes.
Are you white, black, or Hispanic?
White.
Okay, and what color shirt, what color pants are you wearing?
I'm wearing a pink shirt with writing on it and black shorts.
All right, we'll get somebody out to you, okay?
Thank you.
Your phone number?
Yes.
All right, we'll get somebody out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Because I'm exercising my rights too.
So I walked away from you and you're still coming back.
I'm not. See, now I didn't have it pointed at you. I'm resuming what I was doing, Gary, and I'm just walking around
Don't call
the
my
thing.
time.
What's up, Dubs? So, are they coming or?
They never came. They said they were, but they didn't, obviously.
The police don't come unless there's like a murder. They never show up.
That's what I was trying to tell them. They come out and educate them that no crime is being committed.
No, they never show up.
I seen them just drive that way, but it looks like they took off.
Try man lift. Scissor man lift.
You want to like call them back or?
I was wondering if I should call him back.
I don't want to
I
like.
don't want to dial 911 again.
I don't want to like leave and then it was like I was hiding from them.
All right, maybe I'll call him back and tell him I don't need to call.
Yeah, if you want to do that, feel free.
I don't want to call 911. I don't know.
Maybe Google the non-emergency number.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either. I don't call the police on people, especially when no crime is being committed. Chi-Chi, come. Good girl. You're a good girl too. You want to come say hi? Yeah, you a good dog? And here come the police.
I guess they did come.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna call armed men with guns, I should at least get it on videotape, right?
Apparently.
Got everything else on. Did she call armed men with guns?
She did.
Armed men with guns?
Armed men with guns. But it's okay. I'm gonna.
I don't want to go to the dog park and get accosted, you know what I mean? Like, I don't,
Me neither. You know what I mean?
nice place, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't like yell at people and. That's all I did.
Stay here. It's the cutest dog.
Thank you.
you Miss Banneker?
Banker.
Well, okay, then that's what I'm here for.
Oh, thank you. Well, this is the man I was complaining about.
Okay.
Here, videotaping us?
Sure.
Okay. So, apparently,
Hold on one second.
before
Okay. Go ahead.
before my husband and I got here, we didn't actually see the instigating thing. Got here and
Sir, are you paying attention to your dogs?
Yes.
Okay, because that's one of the rules here.
Yeah. That's not my dogs.
Okay, well,
My
I
dogs
would
aren't
appreciate
doing
it if
that.
you paid attention to your dogs. I will be with you in a minute. You can
Okay.
film me from over there, but you can't.
Is your
leave
body
dog-
cam
Yes,
running
it
in so
is.
I can get the body cam
Absolutely.
footage?
But your dogs can't be left unattended in there, please.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
That would be a crime. We wouldn't want to assault anybody.
No, not assault, just the face. It's like a mirror thing. I didn't mean to assault. I meant
I'm hanging in the post office.
I gotta get a haircut. You guys all get haircuts.
Well, I got a razor. I do my own.
Oh,
Just zip, zip, zip.
I
Cindy
gotta,
does yours.
I gotta do that. What do you think, Shane? Huh?
Good boy, Ryder. He's not coming in here.
Yeah, he's gonna come. He's gonna come in here.
Yeah.
But like, so the way it works, this is a public place. Anybody here, like the homeless person on the street, has just as much right to come right here, sit here, and just film all day long if that's what they want to do. Anything they can see from a public vantage space is free to record. So anyone who doesn't think that, they'll educate you and tell you, yeah, we can't do anything. Like, I don't watch. I'm not even gonna give this guy my name. He's not getting my ID. He's getting nothing.
I came here to bring my dog. I didn't come here to get an education.
But I got the bank. Is it Banneker or Banker? And then I'm gonna get the 911 call, public records request. I encourage you to like know your rights and.
Gary, you were sitting home in a beautiful house in the middle of nowhere. What made you come here?
Yeah, I know, really.
I'm going to Markham Park.
You got a new house in Georgia. What the hell did you come
Where
here?
everybody's got a gun.
I thought Florida was that place. I don't have one. I don't believe in them. I mean,
Look at the sky over there, huh?
I don't have a good vantage point.
I'll go give him water.
I'm coming, boss. I'm coming, boss.
What do you think about that step ladder?
Okay, go ahead, man.
Okay, well, that was a really wonderful example of part of what I think this guy seems a little strange. So when we got here, there was a big hubbub in the gazebo. So he was yelling very loud at this woman who had told him that his dog had pooped because he came in with three. Well, I understand. He came in with 3 dogs, 2 of them had pooped. He hadn't picked up anything yet. And it's very common for us to yell and say, "So-and-so, pick up your poop." Like, we do that all the time. That's like normal behavior here. We come here every day.
Okay,
you know?
but just keep in mind, it's not your job to enforce the rules. If you have issues with people, their behavior, they're not cleaning up after the dogs, if their dogs are being aggressive, there's a phone number to call.
Okay.
Park rangers will come over and they will address that issue. If this person needs to be asked to leave and they won't leave, they will call us and they can get issued a trespass warning.
Okay.
But most of the problems stem from people trying to exert.
Okay, well, there is a woman here who is kind of like a little custodial, you know, and we all.
She doesn't work for the county.
Okay.
She has no authority
And
over this
between
place.
each
And
other-
people don't want to be told by other people what to do or not to do. If people aren't following the rules,
Okay.
you can snap a picture, videotape it or whatever. Call the phone number that's on the board. There's 20
Okay.
park rangers around here. Their office is right around the corner. They'll be here in 5 minutes.
Okay.
And they will address the rules of the park.
Okay, but usually we always doing that with one another.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I mean? So it's like kind of like
I understand,
normal.
but not everybody.
He's new. We've never seen him.
I understand, but
So
you know.
anyway, so it escalated. So
Yeah.
he's in the gazebo and he's like telling this woman, like swearing at her. I guess he told her to go fuck herself or something like that, and like he's yelling at her, and you know. So we came in, we sat in the gazebo, we're sitting there listening. It's going on and on and on, you know, like he doesn't stop. And you know, so then I started interacting with
Oh,
him. He's
you understand? He's just trying to. You can see what he's doing with his phone.
He's
just
trying to be an aggressive way to
No,
dominate
he's
the
just trying
situation.
to agitate the situation
Yes.
and get you to do something that
Right.
he can take advantage of.
Right. So
Okay.
I got videoed trying to like tell him that you know that's what we do here and interacting with him, and I don't
The
care
best
if we
thing to do is
videotape
just
him.
to ignore these people, come over here, call the park ranger,
Okay.
explain to them what's
Well, that's
going
why
on.
I did.
They will come over here, they will educate the gentleman on the rules of the park, and if he can't follow the rules of the park, he won't be allowed to use the park.
Okay. Well, after like 15, 20 minutes of this going on with him in our face, you know, I felt like it was getting intolerable, and my husband started to get agitated because he's like in this woman's face and our face. So that's when I called, and it's my understanding that we call the park rangers when it's a dog issue. I've been told that
When
if
it's
it's
a
a people issue,
No, when
you
it's
call.
a park rules issue, just him being rude, obnoxious, swearing, that's not a crime. He can cuss you out. He
Okay.
can say racial slurs. He can say anything he wants. Words are not crime.
Right.
The actions are. He's doing something that's actionable, so it's disorderly conduct. But
Okay.
words is not conduct.
Well, what about in your face when
He's
they're
allowed
doing
to
it?
sit there and film you
Okay.
and do anything he wants.
Okay.
He can flip you off. He
Okay.
can make gestures.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Well, I have been told
That's
by
all
the
freedom of
rangers that
speech.
they can only
The First Amendment gave us freedom of speech because this is the land of the free, the home of the brave.
deal with dog issues.
Well, that's the rules of the park, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If he's not following the rules, then they can tell him if he's not following the rules.
But it is showing
He'll have to
in-
leave. See, the phone number's right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we go talk to him now and let him?
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming. I'm sorry to call the police or something
It's
so
all right.
stupid.
We go to these dog parks
But I
3 or
just
4
felt
times
like
a week.
It was.
All right, here he comes. Let's see if he upholds my First Amendment and honors his oath, or if he tries to violate it. If he violates my First Amendment right to assemble in public and film, it's the taxpayers that are going to have to pay the lawsuit. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully he'll just respect my rights.
Since I wasn't here, and I'm free of all liability. I'm gonna go over there with the.
You need an education, don't you?
Well, here comes the guy to see if he educates us. I'll make him identify though.
Okay, sir. Would you like to come talk to me privately, or do you want me to just?
No, you can come.
talk to the group?
No, you can come talk to the whole
What makes you
group.
more comfortable?
I'd rather I'm private.
I'm sitting here out of respect to Gary, so that way he's not in the vehicle. We kind of got to talk later on.
Respect me, you didn't respect anybody. All right.
Alright, well, I guess Gary's not happy with you today.
All right,
I'm
well,
happy with it.
Gary's free to leave, right? It's public.
Of course.
Can I get
I'm
your
not-
name and badge
I'm not
number?
detaining anybody right now. My name's Deputy Mike Fongemie with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. My ID number is 6277.
I appreciate your professionalism.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
And your body cam's still running?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. Excellent.
I just wanted to afford you the opportunity to talk to me because.
Oh, I didn't call you.
No,
Some
that's
people
true.
got upset. She's not the lady who got all upset. She's not even here. She like farted in the elevator and left.
Okay.
I just came to walk the dogs. And
So
that
here's the
was
general
that.
gist of the complaint. The general gist of the complaint was, I guess something happened with you and another woman over possibly your dogs going to the bathroom, in the grass, or in the park, and you failed to pick up after them either in an appropriate time or ever. I don't know. So apparently that sparked this woman to say something to you.
And now here we are with men with guns.
And then we had
Over
this
dog shit.
kind of confrontation.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your relationship is with people here.
No, but nothing. I don't. These
know
are
if
all
you-
strangers to
I don't
me.
know if you use this park regularly, but if you don't use the park regularly, what I would suggest that you do is familiarize yourself with the rules.
Oh, I'm pretty
of the
familiar. I
park.
use it regularly.
Okay.
Now, would you like to? So, I mean, you got their side of what happened. I guess you're here to do an investigation.
No, I'm just here to offer you the opportunity to talk to me about whatever you want to
So
talk
yeah,
about.
I'll just tell you, I came through the gate, started walking the dogs, and as I got to about the dogs were about where those benches are, and I was a little bit past them where that man's sitting in the chair, and my dog took a shit, and so I'm like, all right, I see that. There's a thing over there because I'm walking laps. I'll get a thing over there, and when I come back around and loop back around, I'll pick it up. But this lady started screaming at me, sir, and like, she had that like, Karen mentality. So that's like where it sparked off. And then I'm like, all right, let me film this stuff. And they started telling me I couldn't film them. I had to get their consent, which that's complete ludicrous. I'm gonna get a lot more now. I don't need their consent. I told them, they're like, we're gonna call the police. I'm like, well, if you call the police, they'll come out here and educate you that no crimes being committed. I'm free to be here. I don't have to even have this conversation. I'm free to like walk away right now if I wanted to.
That's true. You are.
And Gary, I'll tell you, he had excellent de-escalation. Me and him kind of had an argument. He like walked off, and
Okay.
you know.
Well, so that's one of the other things I'm here for. I'm just here to make sure that if you do choose to continue to use the park, that everybody's going to be able to get along. I'm here to answer questions. If you have any questions about what he's been doing, whether or not he has the legal right to do that, I'll answer those, and I'll try to educate you the best that I can. I'll try to give him any answers that he may need. But like I said, if you are or are not familiar with the rules of the park,
No, I'm pretty familiar. I don't.
yourself with that. I think that's fairly reasonable if that's what he was going to do. He was just going to walk around and pick up a bag. I don't know. I mean, who's to say he wasn't going to do it? Who's to say he was?
Or who's to say in what time limit?
The woman got upset badly, and it escalated badly.
I spoke privately to this young lady. I'm not going to reveal your name, but I explained to her about sometimes it's not the best for people who are not employees of Palm Beach County or the park to kind of exert power over other people when they don't really have it. I can understand it's out of respect for the park, and you guys use this a lot, and you have a little core group because we get this at Okehili too. There's a group of people, and they kind of look at this as if it's their own park, and they treat it as if it is, and that's good to do that for yourselves, but there are sometimes people who take exception to that, and they don't want other people telling them what they can or cannot do, especially if he was planning on obeying the rules of the park and taking care of his dog.
Well, she didn't feel he was because he walked far away when he was being told that the dog defecated. He walked far away and did not respond to the pooping.
So here's how we handle that moving forward. If this gentleman or anybody else does that, you take a picture, you document it as your group, as your caretakers of the park, and you all lodge a complaint with the phone number that's posted on the sign about following the rules and regulations. You get a picture of the individual, you call the park rangers, and you allow them to make the determination if the park rules are being followed or not followed, because they're the ones that have the ability to enforce that, and they can ask people to leave if they're not following the rules. And if the person then chooses to not obey that after the park rangers deem them to be not following the rules and not allowed to use the park, then they will call us to further enforce that should it be needed with a trespass warning. Okay, but it's best sometimes to just, follow the right procedure so that we don't have this friction between people and it doesn't escalate.
And it doesn't really involve me, but I just, I want to just again say that the woman was so upset that this happened.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I already talked, so I have a question.
Of course.
Do you think this is normal behavior?
Well, to some people it is, to others it's not. To you it's not, to him it is.
Well, maybe
There's a
it's
lot of people who make a lot of money.
Maybe it's an age difference.
There's a lot of people who make a lot of money off of filming their daily behavior in public, and also, like I told you, trying to instigate certain confrontation because it generates views online. And when you post videos and you get views, if you're monetized on certain websites, you make more money. So no one's going to sit there and watch a boring video of just a bunch of people walking around in circles at a park. But if you can get other people to engage you, and it gets to that level, then
I would suspect that no one's going to bother to watch these videos.
Well, you may say that he may have 10,000 viewers. We don't know.
Maybe it's an age
I don't
difference.
know.
This very abnormal behavior, and so when you attach that to aggressive behavior, I find it very.
No one's gonna see this video.
And it goes on for a long time. I feel like that seems very inappropriate.
Well, he's just using up a lot of storage on his phone too, so who knows? I don't know. Maybe he will delete it. Maybe he'll post it. Maybe we'll all be famous. I don't know, and I can retire early.
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, he is allowed to film anywhere in public. He's not allowed to threaten you or do any actions that would put you in a well-founded fear for your safety, but simply just engaging you like this in a public setting and filming and protecting himself, he's well within his right to do that. You don't have to engage him back. And if you don't feel comfortable here, then this is a public place and you chose to be here, and if you don't feel comfortable and happy here, then what he's doing by not breaking the law can't intrude your rights either. So he's exhibiting his rights, you have yours, but you also have the freedom and choice to leave. You can either choose to be here and be a part of this,
Well, what
or
if he's yelling
you
at
can
us
leave and come back.
while
Again, man,
he's videoing?
Right, but I told you words are not harmful to people.
So he has the right to come in here and yell at us for half
He
an
can
hour
cuss
and
at you,
videotape
he
it,
can-
and there's no problem with that
He can make
behavior?
fun of you. He can, freedom of speech.
So listen up, y'all, to what we say. We won't be banned in the USA.
And I'm not doing any of
He's
that.
not threatening you physically. Like, I'm gonna come over there and punch you in the face.
Well,
So
there's
he
a
has
spatial
the.
thing. Like if I came over.
Well, if you come
a
into
couple of
his
feet-
space
yeah,
and
if
you
come
threaten
over a couple of
him.
feet when you're doing it, I find that very
Well,
threatening.
hey, listen, if you're in a well-founded fear for your safety and you need to do something to defend yourself, but whatever you do, you need to be able to articulate to us why you did what you did. Okay? So if you ended up having to push him or
Well, I
kick
didn't
him
wanna
or
do
punch
that.
him as a defense
I
to
didn't
your
wanna do
personal
that. I called you
safety,
instead.
you need to be able to explain to us
Yeah.
why you did that.
Well, that's why I called you.
Is
because I
filming
felt like it
threatening?
was
I'm
escalating
sorry,
to
Can
that
filming
point.
be threatening?
Well, it depends on how you're filming.
Just
If
what
you
I'm doing
walk
now.
up very quick and aggressively towards somebody with the phone out and you get in their
You know,
personal
I-
space to the point where
correct.
they feel threatened.
But like a distance like what you and I are engaging in?
Yeah, no, sure.
Yeah. I think you did an awesome job of holding my rights today.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I didn't want any confrontation with you guys.
So now, like I said, the first thing, I'm just here to try to calm everybody's concerns and nerves. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to educate a little bit. And more importantly, I want y'all just to be able to get along or at least use the park together if you're not going to, communicate with each other anymore. And that's fine. Not everybody can be friends. Okay? But we want everybody to still be able to use the park together and have the dogs get along. Because sometimes that's an issue too. Sometimes dogs just don't get along with one another, and that creates a whole other problem. But that's why we have a huge sign posted right at the front there, and that's why we have rules, and that's why people are required to follow the rules. And if they don't follow the rules, they don't get to enjoy the park. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Is
you
there
so
anything
much
else I can do
coming
for
out.
you?
No, it's real. I'm
that's
very
good.
appreciative
All right.
of your time.
Okay. Well, you got it. My name's Deputy Mike Fongemie again. And if you need anything, let us know. And please, if you have any other issues, let the park rangers know, because they'll be the first ones over here, and they'll be the first ones to determine whether or not any rules were violated and what needs to be done moving forward. Okay?
Okay. Are you
All
a
right.
park ranger?
No, ma'am. I'm a sheriff.
You're a sheriff.
Deputy sheriff.
A deputy sheriff, and you work for the county?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Enjoy that walk of honor, sir.
So I guess you have the right to be as obnoxious as you want to be.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it makes a lot of friends.
Since I can't make any friends, do you think I can get a subscription out of you? Can you hit that subscribe button right now? Maybe even the like, drop a comment, or even share it.
it's not about being obnoxious. I really honestly wanted no confrontation with you guys. My whole thing was the lady just yelled at me, and she never gave me basically what she expected me to do. She expected me to stop, turn around, and immediately come to this one over here, get that bag, and pick it up. And I wasn't doing that. I'm walking laps.
I'm sure you're
You know?
the kind of person who has tons of friends.
Hey, Vic.
Hmm?
Hey, I think it's best.
That's
Yeah,
irrelevant.
see you later, Garen. Hey, I'll come over with that washer
Actually,
later.
we're gonna go too, because this getting to probably be about 4:30 or so, I think.
Enjoy your evening.
Thanks.
I'm glad we all got educated.
You can call it that.
You notice he had to identify to me, but I didn't have to give him my name or anything.
I learned a lot today.
Good.
It was really valuable.
It really was, and that's what this is all about. That's
Oh,
why
it
we
is.
do
It
what we
was
do.
such a wonderful experience. You should become a teacher.
They don't get paid enough. YouTube pays a lot more. Oh, if you guys want to see the video, if you want,
It's on YouTube?
yeah, just say your email address. I won't publish your email address to others, but I will send you a link to the video. Okay. I'll probably find out the
Send
home.
it to all your friends.
Oh, it'll just be on YouTube.
I'm sure you'll get a lot of it.
I probably will. The last one did well over 30,000 views in the first 48 hours.
I bet it was just fascinating
It really is.
about your exciting life.
Look up Good Citizen News Network on YouTube. Good Citizen News Network.
All right.
Have a good day, guys.